Graduation time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now.
Zaira Rodriguez recently graduated from St. Anne's Anglican School in Belmopan. Zaira is an entrepreneur, artist, poet, and dancer. Our Belize Watch team visited her home in 2023, and she shared her dreams, one of which was to be valedictorian of her graduating class, which she accomplished. In this edition of Belize Watch Revisited, we showcase that conversation. We will have that for you after this break to hear from our partners, the Barry, Ministry of Blue Economy, and Minister Kevin Bernard.
Peace and love. Rise and shine, this is a new day now. Be positive along the way. We're moving on, no time to delay. Working hard and trying to survive each day. You must enjoy the fruits of your labor. Share them with your neighbor. Extend a hand, we've got to move on. Today is here, yesterday is gone.
Let Debari be your store of choice. When you're looking for the latest in electronics and accessories, be sure to visit us. At Debari, we have a wide assortment of household items to choose from. Dress in style. We have clothing for the entire family and so much more. Visit our store on Albert Street in Belize City, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, Park Street in Orange Walk Town, and San Ignacio, Santa Elena. Debari. Buy more, pay less.
Good afternoon. I welcome the Government Press Office and all media houses joining us this afternoon. I acknowledge Chief Meteorologist Ronald Gordon, National Emergency Coordinator Daniel Mendes, and Principal Hydrologist Daniel Hendy. I am Kennedy Carrillo, CEO for the Ministry of Disaster Risk Management. The purpose of this first joint press briefing is to update the nation on the present position of Hurricane Beryl and its possible impact on our country, Belize. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk.
Press. So our update as of midday on potentially catastrophic major hurricane Beryl was that it was moving met today across the country, even on Saturday. As of tomorrow morning, as of 9 a.m., NEMO. But certainly the system moves within the path. Are meeting, all of the NEMO operational committees will be meeting starting tomorrow in order for us to start to there's a shift more to the north at the very end, which certainly helped in ensuring that we were okay.
Belize is under a state of all clear. There is no longer a threat present from Hurricane Beryl.
In the village of Carmelita, a significant transformation is underway. The community, long plagued by flooding issues, is witnessing a remarkable change thanks to a major drainage cleaning upgrade led by the dedicated efforts of the representative Kevin Bernard, in collaboration with the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing. With the unwavering commitment of Kevin Bernard and the support of the ministry, the once flood-prone village is now better equipped to handle heavy rains and potential flooding. the residents can finally breathe a sigh of relief as their homes and livelihoods are safeguarded from the ravages of nature. Not stopping at just drainage upgrades, the road leading to the neighboring village of Santa Marta is also undergoing constant upgrades and maintenance. Recognizing the importance of this road for the farming community of Santa Marta, Kevin Bernard ensured that the infrastructure remains in top condition to support the vital agricultural activities of the region. Kevin Bernard, a true servant of the people, tirelessly works to improve the lives of those he represents. His dedication knows no bounds, and his work is a testament to his unwavering commitment to the well-being of the community.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now.
And I have the honor and privilege of being with a very talented young Belizean. And I'm talking about Zaira Rodriguez. Zaira, I understand you do so many things. Thanks for agreeing to talk to us. I know your mom is standing right there looking at you, smiling. Would you like to tell her something before we start our discussion, your mom?
I love you, Mom, and thank you for always being there.
And mom is always there for you, right? So how important is your mom in your life? But I didn't mention your mom's name, so give us your mom's name and then how important she is to you in your life.
Okay, my mom's name is Andrea, but they call her Andy.
Okay, and then they call her Andy. And you are 11 years old, I'm told, right? So you're pretty young.
Yes, sir. My mom is important to me because she made me want to bake, and she's always encouraged me and my siblings to do what we love.
You know, I understand, and it's very important for mothers to do this for their children, right? To encourage them to bring out the best that they have in them. So we want to commend your mother for really instilling in you and pointing you in the direction that you want to go with your life. Because I understand that you do painting, that even these very cushions that are made by you, I see awards and certificates recognizing what you do. I also see cakes over there. So that means you also do some baking. What all you do?
I paint, bake, sew, and dance.
Paint, bake, sew, and dance. And I'm sure you have to find time to go to school too, right?
Yes.
What school are you going to and what standard are you in?
I go to St. Anne's Anglican Primary School, and I'm in Standard 5, going on to Standard 6 September.
Wow, congratulations. And what is your dream of when you come out of school? What is your dream for your life? Where do you want to go with it?
I want to have a bakery, but in the bakery there's going to have an art gallery and a dance school.
Okay, so you already have your vision of a bakery with an art gallery and a dance school. That's a very articulated vision. So it makes me feel like the first thing that you started doing under your mom's guidance was to bake, right?
It was actually dancing.
Dancing? Okay.
I started dancing when I was like 2. And then my mom used to bake cakes for my siblings and I. And that's how I started because I always wanted to help her. And that's how I...
Okay. So the dancing now at 2. What do you remember of the early stages of dancing at 2 and coming up to where you are today at age 11?
my sister, she started dancing, and I always wanted to dance with her. So I started to like follow her moves, and I wanted to do the same things that she did. And that is how I started to come up and up and up and learn how to dance better.
So, your sister, give us the name of your sister, and where did you go to practice dancing or and learn?
My sister's name is Johnny, and I dance at on Kwa School of Dance.
I'm sure you have danced publicly, right? Okay. How did it feel when you performed for the first time in public? You're dancing for the first time in public.
It was scary, but the adrenaline kept you going.
Do you remember what you danced? You don't?
No.
All right, but I guess you've appeared on so many times since that, you know. So if you compare that first time to where you would be today, walk me through that. How the feeling?
I still get nervous, but the adrenaline still keeps you going, and you just continue to smile throughout the dance because you see all the happy people.
So you love making people happy.
Yes.
That's important, you know. When we understand that part of our reason is to make people, is to make other people around us happy, you know, because that means you're not a selfish person, right? You want to share what you know with others. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, sir.
Now, so the dancing. Now, you said that you went dancing, and your mom would give you things to take along that she would bake. So from the dancing, how come you transition? How old were you when you transitioned from the dancing now and added the baking part of it?
Like 8 or 9 years old. So it was like 3 or 4 years I was baking for.
So you start at age 8. Now, I understand that you have even won prizes for, but let me ask you about the dancing first. Did you win prizes for dancing?
We did get, it's like school. You dance during the school year. You stop during Easter break and summer. And then you get like a report card for the dance.
And what were your report cards like?
There were little certificates, and then they had how you were, and it had how you interacted with your classmates. And I think I did good.
Okay. You must have, because you're still dancing, right?
Yes.
And then you want to open your own dance school when you're older. Earlier, I jumped to the baking part before asking you about the prizes where dancing is concerned. I noticed you have prizes for baking.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Painting.
Also painting. Yes. You see, I just noticed. I look around and I see things happening there, and
that one was for all of them. The Children's Award.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to those awards in a few, right? So baking now. Let's go to the baking, right? Can you remember what was the first thing you prepared and baked?
Was cupcakes.
Why you select cupcake and not a big cake?
Because I didn't know how to decorate a big cake yet.
Okay, tell me how did that go? That first time you did the cupcakes.
I don't think it went very well with the decorating. But when I went to the Y, they taught us how to decorate the cupcakes a little bit better, and that is when it started to actually look good.
Okay. So the Y. Tell me about the Y and what they teach you there at the Y when it comes to decorating and making the cupcakes and different things.
Well, they usually bake the cupcakes before, and sometimes we would bake it with them. and we would get different frostings to decorate the cupcakes, like marshmallow, buttercream. I don't think we did whip and ice yet, but those are the ones I remember.
So those cupcakes that you did, were they just for home consumption, or were they sold, the first batch?
Only for home.
Only for home, because like you say, you're not too happy with it anyway. But then I understand that you also sell cupcakes and what have you. When did that start?
Like I said, it was when I was 8 or 9.
But the selling part of it?
9.
At 9?
Yeah.
So at 8 you started to do the cupcakes and went through all the teething problems of learning how to do the cupcakes. And then when you were 9 years old, you started to market your cupcakes, right? How did you start that marketing process?
Well, my mom had some of her friends who she knew bake. And they would come and teach me some tips and tricks on how to decorate and how to sell, as I went to this business thing with one of my mom's friend, Miss Shireen, and she taught us how to price our cupcakes and sell them, package them, all sorts of stuff.
So you learned to make, to bake, obviously, to decorate, and to sell the cupcakes. How did it feel when you sold your first batch of cupcakes?
Excited.
Describe it to me.
Because I was nervous too, because I didn't know if they would like them. But I was more excited than anything because I finally got to sell them.
And since you're 9 years old and you are 11, quick mathematics would tell me you've been selling, making, baking, decorating, and selling cupcakes for the past 3 years or so, right? So walk me through the improvements you have made over those 3 years, or the changes you have made in the way how you prepare your cupcakes, how you sell your cupcakes, and so on.
Well, Miss Deidre from ID7 got me a KitchenAid mixer. Because first I used a hand mixer that we had for a long...
like that.
And then when that stopped working, we used by hand. And then I saved up my money from selling paintings and some of the cupcakes. And I got a smaller stand mixer. Yeah. And then after that, like a couple years later, that is when Miss Deidre surprised me. Well, my mom, she and Miss Deidre were talking about it, and I didn't know. And they came and surprised me with a big box.
Oh, what do you mean at the box?
The KitchenAid mixer.
Oh my goodness, so you have a professional KitchenAid mixer now.
It's right up.
Oh yeah, it's a professional one indeed. And so that makes you do it much easier, right? And faster.
It's way faster than the other one. Because when I did the whip and ice for the other one, it took like 10 minutes. But with the KitchenAid mixer, it took half the time, like 5 minutes.
Okay. And you have a special recipe that you use, or that you would go by and you write down, well, so much this, so much that, so much this, and.
Yes, it's my favorite chocolate recipe was actually my mom found it on Pinterest from this lady, and she has one of the best chocolate cake recipes.
Well, I guess you don't make your recipe public, right? But so we'll leave it at that. But you have developed your own as well, I would think, alongside that, right?
I guess so.
Now, how hard is it for you to develop a recipe? How you go about developing a recipe? Your mix and taste, and how you do it?
You have to find the right amount of portions. Like you have to say how much flour, how much sugar, how much vanilla, how much eggs, and all of that.
And then you have to try out, not true? So who do your testing for your mommy?
My dad.
Oh, your dad do the testing. Okay, so the whole family is the whole family is involved. That's great. So you would do a bit, and you take a note each time that you come up with a recipe, right?
Because I usually test it out for the vegan and gluten free, because they had this lady who wanted a carrot cake, but it was vegan and gluten free, and we tried it, but it did not come out. It was like sticky. It didn't bake well. So we were trying to find different recipes and different gluten free flour. And I think after that it got better.
And so you ended up coming up with a correct mix for that particular cake, right?
We're still trying, but yeah.
You don't come with that one yet? Okay, a vegan-free thing.
The chocolate one, yes. The chocolate gluten-free and vegan one comes out good.
Now, who all would buy your cakes? Who would buy your cakes? And
Sometimes my teachers, my classmates, my friends, family members, and people outside of that.
they would be the ones that would patronize you and buy your cakes. And what have you achieved by selling the cakes? I mean, you get the money. What are your goals with this money? To improve the cake making business, or to put it to you're saving it toward your dream, your ultimate dream? Tell me what. Tell me.
Well, I pay back my mom and dad because I have to use their money. I use their money to buy the ingredients. So I give them back.
Good business.
And then after that, I usually have some left. I save some of that in credit union. And the rest I usually buy canvases, paint, or more baking supplies.
That's a business lady. You know, she pays back her debts, right? She invests in diversification. She invests in what she's doing. Man, what can I say? Except congratulations.
Thank you.
Right? I'm impressed really, because you know how you're handling yourself. You have your dream, and you're heading towards your dream, and you're putting the pieces in place that will lead you towards that ultimate goal that you have set for yourself. Because now the other part of it now is the painting, and so tell me about the painting.
The painting I started since very, very small.
I mean, very small, like what, 2 years old, 3 years old?
Like 1.
Serious? And at 1 you could remember what you painted, the first thing you painted?
They're like little houses.
Okay. Now tell me.
They were all different colors. And I remember that we went to a fair and I wanted to paint with the people. So I got like a little canvas paper and I started to paint, but I was sad because all the other people painted so well, so I wanted to paint like them. And I worked harder to get better.
And you got better, right? For sure, because I've seen some of your paintings since I walked in here. And who painted that? You. Who painted that? You. You know, and it's like, okay, fine. I'm amazed that at 11 years old you're painting so well.
Thank you.
So it just shows again, like I keep on saying, that when you have that dream, you gotta go towards a dream. How important it is for young children like yourself to understand that you look inside to find your dream and you try to express it, right? You make sure you express it. Is that how you could talk about that?
To experiment and not only say one thing. Don't give up if there's a problem. Just try to work over it. Try to fix it. Find the problem. And if you don't like that, try something else. But don't give up.
Don't give up. Ever give up, right? And so you have applied that now. Some of your paintings, what inspires your painting? Do you just look at something and paint it, or do you use your imagination and say, okay, I want to paint this?
Both of them, and
Both? Okay.
and sometimes I get inspiration from Pinterest.
Okay. So you see something there and you say, okay, I could do my variation of that, or my and do you sell your paintings?
Yes, sir.
So you're doing quite well. You're quite an entrepreneur. So you're selling cakes, pastry, you're selling paintings, and you're going to teach dancing, right? In the near future. Have
Hopefully.
you taught anybody dancing yet?
Well, my class for a Christmas play, and I taught them how to dance Jingle Bells.
Okay. That must have been a lot of fun, right?
Yes.
Standing up there teaching the class how to dance. But one of the important things I note here and listening to you is the support that your parents give you, right? Because your mom inspires you. Your dad encourages you by making sure that what you're baking and tasting, so your mom and your dad are pretty much involved, right? Maybe you might want to talk a little bit about them and a bit more on their involvement.
They always encourage me, and every time they find something that they think I would like, they'll tell me. And almost every time I say yes. Because I remember during summer, a couple years ago, I think it was 2021, I went to a art class with different people, and Mr. Kell and Mr. Tom were teaching art, and because of that, one of my paintings went to Dubai.
Okay. Good. So, you see, it can be done, right?
Yes.
It can be done. When I introduced you, I also mentioned the sewing, that you also do these cushions. So far, how far with it now? With it, painting, baking, dancing, sewing at 11 years old. And you sew these cushions here, and they feel nice because I've been resting my hand on them for a while. How did the sewing part of it start?
Well, I remember my mom and dad got me like a small little sewing machine for Christmas, or was it for my birthday? One of them, it like put together felt pieces, and it had that you could make purses, stuffed animals, and aprons. And I used that, and it was fun. And then also at the Y, I learned how to sew with a sewing machine, and all of the techniques on how to do it and the different stitch styles. And then I got inspired and started to sew by hand. And then my godmother got me a sewing machine for my birthday.
And so you sew these, and you sell these as well?
Yes. For Christmas, I sold like 20 cushions.
That is great. I got to congratulate you on this initiative. You're quite an entrepreneur, right? So, what else do you do that I don't know?
Well, I like to play volleyball.
You do play volleyball? Tell me about that.
Because our school had a volleyball team. We were practicing, but we're still not the best at it. But we're trying to get better each day by practicing and practicing. And hopefully next year we can win.
Now, again, looking around the room and at the display, at the various things you have here, I know that you also do jewelry. That's another addition that I didn't think about earlier. Jewelry.
Yes.
No, wait. Let's start counting again. Cake, painting, cake making and cupcake making,
Pillows, sewing,
pillows and cushions, dancing,
and jewelry.
jewelry, and volleyball. Well, volleyball. Okay, the jewelry part of it now. Let's talk about the jewelry part. How did that? Where did that come from? You're just 11 years old, you know. You're doing all these things, that, you know. So congratulations. How did you get involved in the jewelry part?
I just saw these pretty earrings, bracelets, and I wanted to make it too. Again, my mom and I went to a after school thing with Miss Raquel, and she taught us jewelry making, and I wanted to make more stuff like that because they were really pretty, and I thought that people would like to buy them, especially tourists, since I live in a pretty country.
Most beautiful in the world. Oh, go ahead.
My grandma, I think she owns the baboon sanctuary.
Yeah. Your grandma, okay. Good.
She owns it, and then since tourists like to go and travel, I decided that I was going to put some of that and give it to her so that the tourists could see it. And I did the toucan, small
did jewelry
painting.
with featuring the toucan and so?
I painted the toucan on earrings, I think.
Okay.
And then I had some on canvases, but I mostly showed the jewelry with jades and gold plated wire. And that's how my jewelry really sold because of her.
So you've been selling jewelry as well. So quite an entrepreneur. Everything you do, you sell, right? Which makes you quite a very important entrepreneur and an example really to our young Belizeans as to what entrepreneurship is all about. You know, find out what you're good at, what you enjoy doing, and then you can market it, right? But it has to be of quality, right? Tell me how important quality is.
Very, very important, because if the stuff that you make aren't made of quality or aren't good, it won't let people want to buy more from you because it really, you don't know what you're getting each time. So if your things are made of good quality, each time they'll know that what they're getting is very good, it's high end or whatever they call it.
And I don't know if I asked you this before, but the inspiration for the jewelry you said come from different. Where you get the inspiration for the jewelry you create?
Pinterest. Sometimes my classmates, they ask for bracelets.
And they will tell you what they like.
Yes, they'll ask for the color of the beads, if they want letters or words on it, if they want charms, and that's how I usually sell the bracelets. I've made a necklace before, but I don't think I've sold it.
Why you never sell a particular necklace?
I don't know.
You want to keep that for yourself, right? Makes sense, right? Makes sense, because if I were you too, I would have maybe done the same thing, keep something for me, right?
Yes.
All right. So that's a very special necklace though, right? So this entrepreneur spirit that you have, to me, is unique in an 11-year-old, right? And so I need to congratulate you again. I think I must have said it. This must be the third or fourth time I'm saying it. I need to congratulate you again on displaying this entrepreneur spirit, right? Because out of all these things now, which one you love the most?
Baking, dancing, and painting.
Baking, dancing, and painting. That's why you have the dance studio. You can have the
Art
bakery
gallery.
and the art
Art
gallery.
gallery.
Right?
Yeah.
And then also as additions, you will have the jewelry making and the cushion and pillow making. Those will be like options in your studio, right?
Zaira is preparing to enter St. Catherine Academy this school year. We will continue our look back at our 2023 conversation with Zaira after this break. We step aside to hear from our partners, the Barry, Ministry of Blue Economy, and Minister Kevin Bernard.
All we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now. Unity, yes, you better know. It's the only way to go. We stay apart, then we'll have to fall. Count on you, count on one and all. It's not for you, not for me.
Let Debari be your store of choice. When you're looking for the latest in electronics and accessories, be sure to visit us. At Debari, we have a wide assortment of household items to choose from. Dress in style. We have clothing for the entire family and so much more. Visit our store on Albert Street in Belize City, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, Park Street in Orange Walk Town, and San Ignacio, Santa Elena. Debari. Buy more, pay less.
Good afternoon. I welcome the Government Press Office and all media houses joining us this afternoon. I acknowledge Chief Meteorologist Ronald Gordon, National Emergency Coordinator Daniel Mendes, and Principal Hydrologist Daniel Hendy. I am Kennedy Carrillo, CEO for the Ministry of Disaster Risk Management. The purpose of this first joint press briefing is to update the nation on the present position of Hurricane Beryl and its possible impact on our country, Belize. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk.
The press. So our update as of midday on potentially catastrophic major hurricane Beryl was that it was moving today across the even on Saturday. As of tomorrow morning, as of 9 a.m., sorry, NEMO. Certainly, system moves within the community path. We are meeting, all of the NEMO operational committees will be meeting starting tomorrow in order for us to start to more to the north at the very end, which certainly helped in ensuring that we were okay.
Belize is under a state of all clear. There is no longer a threat present from Hurricane Beryl.
In the village of Carmelita, a significant transformation is underway. The community, long plagued by flooding issues, is witnessing a remarkable change thanks to a major drainage cleaning upgrade led by the dedicated efforts of the representative Kevin Bernard, in collaboration with the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing. With the unwavering commitment of Kevin Bernard and the support of the ministry, the once flood-prone village is now better equipped to handle heavy rains and potential flooding. The residents can finally breathe a sigh of relief as their homes and livelihoods are safeguarded from the ravages of nature. Not stopping at just drainage upgrades, the road leading to the neighboring village of Santa Marta is also undergoing constant upgrades and maintenance. Recognizing the importance of this road for the farming community of Santa Marta, Kevin Bernard ensured that the infrastructure remains in top condition to support the vital agricultural activities of the region. Kevin Bernard, a true servant of the people, tirelessly works to improve the lives of those he represents. His dedication knows no bounds, and his work is a testament to his unwavering commitment to the well-being of the community.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now. Unity, yes, you better know. It's the only way.
Zaira, I have several pieces of your artwork right next to me here. And if you don't mind, we could maybe go over one or two of them, right? A few of them, and let's see what is the inspiration behind it. Let me start with this here. I understand this might have been the first thing you painted, is that so?
Yes.
Tell me about that now. How did that come about?
It was during COVID, I believe. It was from a Barbara's tutorial. And it was hard, but I wanted to make it really bad because it's so pretty.
It is.
And my dad decided to make this wooden stand for it. See?
What's your dad's name? Did you remind me of your dad's name, please?
Dion
Dion
Rodriguez.
All right.
And I've always seen different people making pretty paintings and all of these different art pieces. And every time I see them, I feel inspired to make something. And this was one of them.
And it's really a nice scenery, right? It's a beautiful scenery, and I think you did it justice. And this is your first painting.
One of them.
Yeah, and that's one of those that you will not sell, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the sentimental values that you mentioned earlier. No, this one says here, when life gives you lemons, make lemon pie. I like this one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because every time they say, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade, but everybody loves lemon pie, so why can't it be lemon pie instead of lemonade?
Okay. So in your baking thing, no, I know you do cupcakes and cakes, but you do pies as well?
Not really.
Not really, not sure. Because since you mentioned pie, just so I thought I would ask you that. Okay, so when life gives you lemons, make lemon pie. And that's a lesson we can apply to all our lives, right? That if something comes our way that might be not what we really want, then we make the best of the situation that is in front of us. Would that be a good meaning of that? So you understand that?
Also, for this, I was talking to my dad, and we were saying when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And then I was like, wait, but lemon pie.
This one is just a happy one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just happy. And it does not reflect that the bumblebee is happy because there's a bumblebee here.
The bee is supposed to make it be like be happy.
You see how you can tell how paintings like these are interpreted? Because when my first impression when I looked at this, I say, okay, I said be happy. That I could see through that, but I thought it was the bees that use the flower, and here's a happy bee. You know, that was my immediate interpretation. So this is, see, that's the beauty of art. You know, it can be interpreted in different ways. Be happy, and I got you the whole lot, and I'm trying to make us have a whole some of that thing, man. And then this is you actually painted this. This must have taken you some time to go into all those details of those flowers, right?
Yes, maybe like an hour and a half.
To do that.
Maybe 2 hours if you include the drying. But an hour and a half, I would say.
And this one, what are you trying to see here on this one? I see the flowers. But what are you trying to tell me? What's the story behind this one?
This one I saw inspiration on Pinterest, but I like the blues because it's like the sky and the flowers.
There's a flower here, right?
Mm-hmm. Right there. They're golden flowers. I just thought of the gold being like the sunlight, and the flowers are being shone by the sun.
That's nice. That's great. Good stuff. And then these are just leaves, right? And I like how you. But why did you put this the leaves, but with like showing their skeletal? Tell me about that.
Cause my mom, her business is usually like green, black, and I thought that maybe I could make a painting so that she could use it for her business when there's like a pop-up shop or something, to show it and let it go with the colors.
So this was inspired by mom.
Mm-hmm.
And is mom using it or?
The Be Happy one is my dad's favorite.
Be happy. Yes, I like that too. You know, and there are more paintings, but I guess we will. I must say that I'm impressed by what you have shared with me so far, because as I look around the wall of the home and I see all these paintings now, I realize that you are the one that painted all these paintings that are on the wall.
My mom and dad painted the house from a yellow to this color. I don't know what color it is, but they wanted a painting to go with it, and that is one of them.
So when they painted the house, I think it's a brownish kind of color. When you painted, when the house was painted there, you did that inspired by the wall that was being painted?
My mom gave me some inspiration with using the leaves from outside, and you press it on the canvas, and it gives it the pattern and the gray to break up all the gold so that you can see it.
Excellent. Now, doing all of this, how do you find time to be an A student? Because we could go over the whole series again, but so many things that you do. How do you find the time to be an A student? Yeah.
Well, my family, my mom and dad especially, always say school first, and I agree because with all the things, I think I still have to make sure that I still learn and know how to deal with things. Like math, you need that in your business, and you need it overall, and language overall as well. So I think that. And also, when I was in Infant 1, my teacher had like this wall with excellent student, and I wanted to be at the top of it. And I decided to keep that throughout primary school, and that's what I'm doing.
I guess a lesson here would be listening to you, and it comes to my mind immediately, is set your goals and head towards them, right? It is important to know where you want to go. You wanted to be an A student, and you became an A student. You wanted to be a painter, you painted. You wanted to do cakes, you did it. You know, I wanted to be a dancer, you became a star dancer. You wanted to sew, you became a top seamstress, right? And sewing these things. So whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve, right? Is that so?
Yes, it is, because my parents always say you need to have a good mindset.
It's all in the mind, right? It starts there, right? Now, how do you share all this that you do with your fellow students? What do you tell them?
Well, like I said, never give up. Set your mind to it. Be positive and try new things.
Now, so we have looked at I'll call it your professional life, because you are, in fact, forging your future based on these talents that you obviously have, right? You are also an A student in schools, and you have influenced a lot of your fellow students, I'm sure, right? How about this social part of things, your friends, and so you find time to be hanging out with friends and going more places with your friends? Oh, what's the interaction like there?
Well, one of my best friends is Charlotte. We've been friends since babies.
Okay. That would be, well, for you it would be a long time, right?
We always did everything together, like dancing. I started to dance with her as well. And then also we went rollerblading together and have play dates. And I remember during COVID when we couldn't meet, we did like a DIY Christmas tree with pine cones and cork tops, things, majigs. And we made the little Christmas trees and different activities to keep us occupied.
Well, that again is a fantastic, is very inspiring, right? The fact that you and what about you have a wider circle of friends besides this one close friend?
I have my friends Amber, Nari, and Sabrina and Samia. They're my class, and we've been friends for a long time too.
Okay. So you're in standard 5 now, going to standard 6, and then you're looking forward then to go to high school. Any high school of preference?
I want to go to Catherine's.
Okay. And then education-wise, how high would you like to go? Where education is concerned?
I don't know. I just want to stay at the top.
That's it. I love that answer. You know, the top. That's where I want to go. You know, I just want to go to and remain at the top and keep moving forward, right? So tell us how to stay at the top, though. You have to remain focused on your goal, right? Focus on where you're going, right? How important it is for us to remain focused on our goals so that we can stay on the top.
Well, because you can get distracted with all the stuff like I do. For example, I paint, bake, and all of that. And I could get distracted, but I have to set time to do homework, study, and to make sure that I am at the best, that I can do the best, and so that I can continue to do what I have always wanted to do, stay at the top and be valedictorian.
You see? She has her priorities in order, right? School first, study, stay at the top where that is concerned, and at the same time give your hobbies that you do the importance they are, because those are life skills that you will apply the learning that you have in school to becoming excellent and becoming the best at those things that you have chosen for yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
That's how you see it? Did I summarize it correctly? I thought that's what I gather listening to you, We spoke a lot about the support you get from your parents, but what about the support you get at school from your teachers to do what you're doing?
Well, for the cake, my teachers usually always ask for cupcakes for their classes.
Buy from you too, you said that, right?
Like one of my teachers, Miss Jenkins, she asks for cupcakes almost every year since I've baked.
Okay. And your interaction with them is how you get along good with all of them?
I like all of my teachers because they still push me to do the best I can, and they encourage me just like my parents.
Okay, that's good. So teachers also play a key role in the development of our children. That's for sure. Play a very, very key role. So, and you get along good, like you were saying, with your teachers, and being that A student. So you're that valedictorian at all the classes you go to, at all the, right? At all, you want to be valedictorian at primary, secondary, and tertiary level, right?
Yeah.
Now, I also note that you have several awards that you have received over the years, right? Even though there have been few, but it's like you receive awards every year, apparently, right? Like let's subtract the 2 COVID years. The awards that you have, you would be like you're almost every year you're getting an award. Tell me about some of these awards.
Well, one of the awards is the Atlantic Bank Art Competition. It was last year.
This one, right?
This one. You had to do a painting about Belize. I don't remember exactly what, but I came in 5th or 6th, I think. And this is the award I got. My school got $500, and I got $150 saving. And this is what the award was about.
Oh, cool. So that's one. And then the other one that I see here, the other one I see close to me here is this one here. The 30th Convention of the Rights of the Child Children Award of Excellence in Arts and Culture awarded to Zaira Rodriguez. Tell me, Zaira, that used to be part of that one there.
And this one, we went all the way to Belize City with my parents, and they showed my painting and my dance on the big screen that they had, showing all of the stuff, and I won. So this is the award from that one.
How did you feel when you got that award?
Surprise.
You were surprised? The feeling of joy?
I was like, wait, I won?
What was the immediate reaction? Can you recall it?
I was happy though. I was like,
okay. Yeah, of course you'd be happy. It would be one of expression of joy, of achievement, and what have you.
And I got a gift, a tablet from this award. I don't know why, but I thought it was perfume.
Which one do you prefer, the tablet or the perfume?
Tablet, because I can use my mom's perfume.
Okay, that's a good way of putting it. The tablet would, of course, you could have used it for surfing the internet and what have you, right? Yeah. Well, congratulations on all the awards and recognitions that you have received, and certificates, because I see some more certificates behind me here. Right.
This one was an appreciation for the Children's Parliament.
The Children's Parliament?
I read a poem that I made. I remember a part of it. It was, I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. I believe. Do you believe that children are the future? Of this I am sure. Yet, this is not a journey we can go alone. We walk in the steps of those who are growing, the ones who are supposed to teach us well, to empower us to excel. We are the ones that will live in the tomorrows to come, bearing the weight of what is now done. And that's how I remember.
That was some time ago, right? What year was that again?
Last year, 2022.
Okay, 2022. Well, congratulations again, and all your achievements as an 11-year-old. I could imagine when you're 20, 21, 22, how much awards you'll have if you continue on this track here, right? Yeah. And I'm sure that you will continue on that track, right? That's your plan?
Yes.
That's like you said. Right. So, Zaira and Hassan, you have prepared a show of cake decorating that you want to share with me, right? And you will teach me how you decorate cupcakes. Cupcakes or cake? Apple cake?
Cake and cupcake.
We'll do both?
Yes.
All right, so I'm eager to learn. So let me see how you handle it. Let's go.
Family support has been key to Zaira following her dreams. In our final segment, we spoke with her mother, Andrea. We take a break to hear from our partners, the Barry, Ministry of Blue Economy, and Minister Kevin Bernard.
But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now. Unity, yes, you better know. It's the only way to go. We stay apart, then we'll have to fall. We count on you, count on one and all.
Let Debari be your store of choice. When you're looking for the latest in electronics and accessories, be sure to visit us. At Debari, we have a wide assortment of household items to choose from. Dress in style. We have clothing for the entire family and so much more. Visit our store on Albert Street in Belize City, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, Park Street in Orange Walk Town, and San Ignacio, Santa Elena. Debari. Buy more, pay less.
Good afternoon. I welcome the Government Press Office and all media houses joining us this afternoon. I acknowledge Chief Meteorologist Ronald Gordon, National Emergency Coordinator Daniel Mendes, and Principal Hydrologist Daniel Hendy. I am Kennedy Carrillo, CEO for the Ministry of Disaster Risk Management. The purpose of this first joint press briefing is to update the nation on the present position of Hurricane Beryl and its possible impact on our country, Belize. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk.
So our update as of midday on potentially catastrophic major hurricane Beryl was that it was moving met today across the country. This includes even on Saturday as of tomorrow morning, as of 9 a.m., sorry, NEMO. But certainly the system moves until it comes fast. We are meeting, all of the NEMO operational committees will be meeting starting tomorrow in order for us to start to shift more to the north at the very end, which certainly helped in ensuring that we were okay.
Belize is under a state of all clear. There is no longer a threat present from Hurricane Beryl.
In the village of Carmelita, a significant transformation is underway. The community, long plagued by flooding issues, is witnessing a remarkable change thanks to a major drainage cleaning upgrade led by the dedicated efforts of the representative Kevin Bernard, in collaboration with the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing. With the unwavering commitment of Kevin Bernard and the support of the ministry, the once flood-prone village is now better equipped to handle heavy rains and potential flooding. The residents can finally breathe a sigh of relief as their homes and livelihoods are safeguarded from the ravages of nature. Not stopping at just drainage upgrades, the road leading to the neighboring village of Santa Marta is also undergoing constant upgrades and maintenance. Recognizing the importance of this road for the farming community of Santa Marta, Kevin Bernard ensured that the infrastructure remains in top condition to support the vital agricultural activities of the region. Kevin Bernard, a true servant of the people, tirelessly works to improve the lives of those he represents. His dedication knows no bounds, and his work is a testament to his unwavering commitment to the well-being of the community.
Celebration time. don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now.
Zaira, you have brought me to this table here where you have cupcakes and 2 cakes. They are chocolate cakes, right?
Yes, this is the famous recipe.
The famous recipe which shall remain secret for now, right?
Yes.
So, the Zaira's chocolate cakes. And so what you're going to do now?
Have to stick it to the cake board.
How you stick it to the cake board? You use glue?
With the ice or whatever frosting. Like that.
What's that? What's that?
This is a frosting.
Yeah, but this thing that you put on. This, the stuff. This stuff that you have in there.
Whip and ice.
Whip and ice? Okay.
This is a turntable.
Okay.
You take your cake and take the crumbs off.
Okay.
Center it.
Okay.
So you're going to scoop the whip and ice. It got fluffy because of the heat.
You prepared this ahead of time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The turntable makes it easier to ice the cake.
Okay.
I forgot to level the cake earlier.
That's okay. Let me level the cake.
When you trim it so it's even.
Oh, so it's going to be a two. That's 2 cakes you're putting together, right?
Yes.
Oh, big chocolate cake, that.
Filling the gap.
Okay. Created when. But why would you turn the 2 cakes face on as against simply putting one on top of the other?
Well, putting it facing each other makes it easier to smooth the top if I was doing it like that.
Because then it doesn't have that oval shaped top, no? Dome,
And we get this and smooth it. The scraper and put them on the top. We have different tips with different numbers and letters. This is 4B. It's from Wilton, and this one is 1M.
Okay. What do you do? How do you operate those now?
They have different tip sizes and styles. One of them gives you rosettes. Color it.
So you're going to color the whip and ice. Okay.
The gel food coloring is one of the tricks I learned. Is because if you use regular food coloring, it can water it down. So you use the gel to keep it shaped.
Okay. So you're going to put some gel coloring into that whip and ice. Okay, so that's all you'll put it? That little drop that you put there? And that would give the color all that?
Little goes a long way.
Apparently it does. Because it's being colored quite well. So if you would have put more of that, it would have been redder, right?
It would be a darker pink. Like hot pink.
Okay. I was wondering what that plastic was all about there. I've never decorated a cake, so
I just got this last night.
this what is that?
The
What role does that play?
it keeps everything.
Oh, you put the stuff in it organized.
The beads.
Yeah, everything is organized. See? Here we are. I understand now.
Okay. You twist it so it doesn't come through the top,
Let's go now.
and you squeeze it with your 4 fingers, and you have a rosette. If you want, some people actually get cakes that are like this, and they're called naked cakes because they don't have any frosting. Well, they barely have frosting.
But you can put frosting on top of this if you wish, right? Right? That was the case today. So this can be frosting, and then this can go on top of the frosting, the pink stuff.
You can frost the entire cake and just add these as the decorations.
And then these little beads, you add them how you feel like, right? Are these edible?
They're edible. They're made of sugar.
Okay.
There's
So you just put the little beads how you want to set them. If you had the cake, if you had a iced cake.
like that.
Okay. So you're doing additional coloring here because we have decided to go all out at this point in time. Instead of just doing a piece of the cake, Zaira has decided that she will do the whole cake, So she's remixing again. And so let's see.
This one is going to go.
Okay.
A trick that I learned is that you can use a cup to put the icing in, or you can use your hand like this.
Okay. So you prefer to use your hand with the plastic? And you vary the size. You vary the size accordingly, right?
So you can do it very small or very big like that one. I'll show you how to make more.
We'll make more, right? Since we're going all out this time. Here we go.
This one, you move it up.
So this is the additional mix-up you're going to do.
Yes, to make more, but you have to lock it so it doesn't lift up. This puts it on the different speeds.
So before this, you told me that you used to do all this by hand, right? So now the machine makes it much easier.
I used to make buttercream.
Buttercream? How you do buttercream?
With Crisco, butter, and powdered sugar.
Buttercream. Wow, talented young lady. And as easy as that is finished, huh? Oh, yeah,
No,
how do you
it's finished when it's like this. It has a peak. They call it a peak.
All right, so that's how you know it's finished. And so now you'll have to add some more coloring to that. Again, your toothpick size amount, no?
I'll add some more.
Well, because it's a bit more than
And then I'll keep for the heel.
new toothpick.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation.
Okay, so you're putting a different color there. This lighter color.
And ice more than buttercream because buttercream doesn't hold up in the heat.
Oh, that's the difference between the buttercream and the whip and ice. Okay. Buttercream does not hold up. But this does hold up, right?
Mm-hmm. The buttercream melts.
Okay.
There are different types of buttercream, but I'm not sure how to do all of them. There's Swiss buttercream, French, American, and Italian. 8 of them use different things. Some of them use egg whites. And some of them use...
It's more complicated to really put like a buttercream together than it is to do this, right? This one again. This is an exercise in patience too as well, right? Because you really just can't just take this bag and fill it up with everything. You have to go several times with your mix. You know, just can't, like me now, I say, oh, I can fill up this bag one time with everything in there. And, you know, but you notice you measure out your amounts. What, she cries in the bathroom, wash your face and come back?
Sometimes I get frustrated because it's not smooth enough or it's not perfect enough. So I go in the bathroom and wash my face.
So you want to make sure you give a perfect product, right?
Mm-hmm. The next part is to put the sprinkles. So you get like 4.
Yeah.
And you sprinkle it.
Any part of the cake, right?
Any part. There's an end to the rosette, like right there.
So that's where I try to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you can put it right there too.
You're quite an artist.
So you could try.
I don't know if I'm that good. I just wash my hand. But let me see. Where? Just anywhere? Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. And then let me. So we're doing okay? Right over here. You could do 1, 2, no, true? Like I could just. You think you'll hire me to be an assistant or something like that? Yeah. Okay. Wow, nice.
You can also put it on the side of the
Side.
cake.
I was trying to draw something here, but nice.
Oops. Sometimes it falls. Another technique is that you can stone the cake.
Just stone the cake? Look at how that feel. So take 1, 3 or 4, eh? No, can't forget it out. So you just take it on what? Just like that? Oh, that's a nice way to do it. If I was working with you, I'd do that. Says, eh? There we go. Huh? So that's a popular way of doing it, you know?
Now we're going to do the cupcake.
Cupcake? All right.
This one is teal.
This. So what color did you choose here?
Teal.
Teal. Okay.
Teal.
So you're gonna do your mix now.
And then you can go like this. Or you can go like this.
Okay. You choose the way you want to go. And that's a cupcake.
And then you can pick which sprinkles you want.
Yes.
Like this, white.
Okay, we'll go with it.
Can do pink. Or gold.
Oh, gold, yeah. Or you can put a whole variety, right? And there you have your cupcake. Wow.
And you can try it.
You want me to try that? Well,
You pull it like twist it. Then you like
then okay, let me see now. I guess you have to hold that for me. Which hand I use it?
your dominant hand, the hand you use.
Right, the right hand. All right. And then what I do now?
You squeeze it.
Squeeze. Then I can go like that where I want, right? I can go along it so. And then I'll put on each in the top, yeah?
Then you can put the sprinkles.
I'll put some sprinkles on that. You can make almost anything, not true? Because I was thinking of making a mountain or something like that. Oops. Okay, and there's my cupcake. See?
Okay, good.
This looks like a whole lot of mess here. That's another way of doing it too, right?
I have one more cupcake.
Okay, let me see what I could do. I could do the same thing? Make I see. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. Let me see if I could do the same thing you did just now. That's okay?
Yes.
That's a pass in a rush? Leave it right there.
Okay.
So I did okay, right? I just have to sprinkle that, right?
You can if you want.
And then we're okay, right? So thank you for affording me this opportunity. It's the first time, in all honesty, the first time I've done something like that. So you made history where I am concerned because I can't remember decorating a cake yet in my life. And my 70 years of life, I remember decorating a cake. I can remember trying to bake a cake, but not decorating it.
Okay.
You know? So you made history with me today, right? So thank you so much for that opportunity.
Welcome.
So Zaira, this is your mom, right? This is the lady that inspired you, that you spoke about. Tell me about you now, about her. Tell me her name and so.
My mom's name is Andrea, and she is the owner and creator of Coutrements.
Coutrements? You mean that's another business? I could say, but you have a, Miss Andrea, you have a business that named Coutrements?
Yes, sir.
Coutrements in a Creole word?
Creole, yes. It's a Creole, it's a Belize Creole novelty gift shop, I would say, online. So I create all kinds of products that features the Creole language only.
Online? Mm-hmm. So where can I find Coutrements online?
They're on Facebook, Instagram, and coutrements.com. Mm-hmm.
You know, I could see where your daughter got her inspiration from, because she kept in the conversation, she kept referring to mommy and daddy. Yes. Right? Yeah.
That is the secret weapon behind all of this, because he's usually behind the scenes, but he makes things happen for us. Okay. Yeah.
So how long have you and daddy been together?
August will make 20 years. Okay. Yes.
And she's your youngest child?
She's the baby. Yes, I have another daughter who's 18, and then my son, one son, and he's 16.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And she's an amazing young lady, right? Does she remind you of yourself when you were her age?
No, I wish that I had some of that when I was her age. And I think one of the blessings is that I could look back and see where I should have done things differently. So now I tell my kids, don't let fear hold you back. If you want something, go for it. Yeah. Because you'll get to my age and you say, I wish I did, or I should have, could have. So, yeah.
But you're still fairly young, so you still can.
Yes, and that is what I'm doing now. I finally found my passion, and I'm going full speed ahead.
How did you find that passion to create these Creole things?
For my kids. It came from
children inspired you?
Yes, okay. Because the Creole culture is so rich, and I came from Bermuda Landing and grew up around storytelling and deep in that culture. And they used to say, Mommy, tell me a story about when you made grow up. And I started to tell them stories. One time during COVID lockdown, we did a recreation of Good Morning, Miss Lady, and I told a different version of the story.
I can hear that version, no?
That one.
At least one short part of it.
Well, I just made to say that, what if Nancy come up with this whole idea about how a beast in this one because he hungry. So he lay down in a hammock and they think how he could get food for Christmas because he never want do nothing because Nancy lazy bad. Yeah. And so he decided to come up with this elaborate story about how he see this bee come and in this one and hide the baby in the bush and thing, And it was just his story he came up with, and then he run gun at the neighbor and said, I believe what I just say. And then while he's telling the story, he said, that way smells so nice. You the cook up for Christmas now. And by the end of the story, the man had a sack full with food and gone back home and never get in trouble with the wife. Because in the village, you used to go from house to house and everybody want to give you a piece of cake, something for drink and all of that. So, yeah.
So you brought that to life. You bring that to life. Because that me Hanan say best lash, Hanan say best lash before walk out, get piece on one, piece on one, piece on the next one. And we don't he got everything and you left only for you leave half.
Yeah. My pa used to tell us lots of stories. He one of the best storytellers I knew. So yeah.
Yeah, in the Belize River Valley there, Bermudian Landing, definitely a lot of rich stories can come out of. You know any of those stories? You remember anyone of them? Which one stick with you?
The
Zaira?
big man.
Huh?
The tall man.
The what?
The tall man.
The tall man? They had a story on a tall man? What happened with the tall man?
There was this man, two people on a motorcycle, and they had say a tall man, and you could say like foot, and they drop off of the motorcycle and end up in a bush.
Okay. The tall man. I hope that never me. I can't write about exactly anyway.
Stories.
Grandpa stories, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately, Zaira doesn't. She never met her grandfather because my dad passed away 14 years ago. So she only knows him via stories.
But you keep the tradition and
Yes.
through, and you pass it on to her.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
How do you feel knowing that your daughter is so multi-talented? Because it's rare to find someone that is so talented in so many different directions. And also, somebody at that age that has a goal in life. You know, and she don't know that she has to put her studies first. She has to do you know, she has to think the priority, the things in order priority. How do you feel?
I have a slogan where I always say, use every gift God has given you. And I feel so proud when I see Zaira doing that. She's using every gift God has given her and just doing so good with all of them. And certain things she decides that, and I really like it. And I said, that's okay. You know, so she has the freedom. All of my children, they have the freedom to explore, freedom to decide if it's something they like or not. We don't like to force them to do things that they don't like. So, and then she stumbled upon like the dancing. That was her biggest thing. And I mean, it just brings me great joy watching her on stage. It's just amazing to watch her on stage. And so all of us, we're very proud of her because even big sister and big brother, I mean, the whole family, we're very supportive of each other. So they are also behind the scenes cheering her on. And if she does a little pop-up shop, everybody, they help contribute. Daddy, they carry boxes, set up table, put tablecloth, you know, printing business cards, all of that. Because her business name is By Zai.
By Zai.
By Zai.
B-A?
Everything she does by B-Y.
B-Y?
Yeah, Zai.
Zai. So you are Zai. So it's Zaira. So by Zai. So it's not B-U-Y, it's B-Y-Z-A-I. By Zai. Very original. Very original.
Yeah. Yeah.
So look for By Zai. Man, it sounds like a good commercial there. Huh? Check out By Zai for quality.
Yeah, she has a Facebook page and an Instagram page that I manage to promote her stuff, and you know, she's getting a good amount of support from people that never met her but love what she's doing and just want to invest in what she's doing. So random people, family members, what does I need? They send her stuff from the States, and so my husband teases her all the time. I say that favor chases her, that she has favor on her life. So.
Yes. That's all like charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for sure. But when I walked into your house, I noticed the Lord's Prayer in Creole. Right?
Yeah.
For we Father, and then it continues. You put that together, or?
No, I use the New Testament in Creole.
Okay, I'm familiar with the New Testament in Creole. So you take it direct from the New Testament in Creole,
and I just
you put it up there.
But
the design is yours.
Yes. Yeah.
So you design things like that. That's what you do.
I firmly believe that whatever already exists in English can be done in Creole.
Of course.
You know, so I do calendars, I do like wall decor, I do coffee mugs, I do shirts, I do planners, puzzle books, all kind of stuff. Anything, not just
Yes.
And Zaira and my husband, they're the two that would say, "Mommy, why don't you try this? You should do this." And she's a big Couturemen's fan, so she goes to school and tells everybody how her mommy own Couturemen's, and her mommy make this and her mommy make that. So
My class loves the activity books. They finish it in a week.
Wow. Well, I'm impressed with you and Zaira, you know, and I want to congratulate both of you again on what you're doing. So it is important that we do the things we love, right?
Yes.
Because you love everything that you're doing, right, Zaira?
Yes, sir.
And Mom, you love everything you're
Yes,
doing, right?
I love what I'm doing, and I love to see my children succeed. And so this girl has such a good head on her shoulders, great at problem solving, and she loves people. Like earlier, you guys talked about making people happy. She's the one who, if she sees me down, she will make a little card, and she hugs you, kisses you, tells you she loves you every single day. What do you do when I drop you off at school? She does this thing. She blows a kiss, and I have to catch it, put it in my pocket, and then I have to blow one back, and she grabs it, puts it in her pocket.
That's the audience. That's for viewing audience. Let's see. All right. Okay.
And I put it in her pocket.
And then, you didn't answer her?
So well, she made it blow out at the cameraman, and then I grab it, and I go like this, put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, so she, like yesterday, she knew it was her teacher's birthday. She surprised her with a cake. So, she thinks of people, and she's always donating, always helping people. Our family is big on volunteering, so she does a lot of that as well. Whatever we're doing, she's involved. So all of our children.
So it's a family that chooses to love, right?
Yes.
And you know what we usually say when people choose to love? You know that, right? What we usually say? We say it like this, eh? You want to say it to me? Belize and beyond.
Thanks for choosing love.
Thanks for choosing love. All right. Thank you so much for having me here in your home. And all the best and congratulations on what you're doing.
This has been Belize Watch Revisited. Thanks for listening.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation.